team's made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle
between the Washington football team
and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Henry on
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Eagles.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Intended for.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Russell Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Out.
They're going to try and throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Washington.
Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Washington.
They will run with Grant. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Henry.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Short kick. One of the up middle, take it down.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
On first down, Grant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Jackson. It's a gain of 20. And the Washington first down.
Here's Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Washington.
This is Grant. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And 11 at the 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there.
He's got a man complete.
Put it right down their
30, the 20, 10, 5.
Light, camera, action. Showtime, baby.
Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Marquise Goodwin, 99 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And all the way down to the 35. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go back to Grant. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
The kick is good.
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To throw again. Wilson caught on the right side by Jones.
Wilson.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
To throw again is Wilson. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Washington 28, Eagles 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, it's Henry.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Down and 13.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
29-yard.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Washington first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 22. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Grant. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. John Simon in on the stop.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin, 35 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trench. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain in the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
36-yard line.
Now Wilson. And his pass incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. But a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's good for an Eagle.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
The 27-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
41.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.